welcome back to episode 2 of Modular Mondays, where we'll be going over our first impressions and initial review of the Dreadbox Eudemonia 3-part. It's a filter, 3-point mixer, and a VCA all in one module. It's about, I think it's 10 HP, about $100 brand new. I ended up getting mine as part of this deal with this case, these 2 modules, and then these 2 modules for like just under $500. Alright, so the patch we have here is just a very basic patch. We have the CV and gate going out to Platts. Platts is going out to input 1 of the Eudemonia here. Eudemonia out to my reverb module. We'll just keep it dry for now, and then output of the reverb to the output of the case. We just have the second sound source here on Platts. It's a nice little like plucky kind of sound. So this is the filters completely open. And then if we close down, we'll start with the low pass here. It's also got a high pass filter on it right here. So essentially you can have like a band pass between the two. I mostly use it for the low pass. So yeah, overall not like a horrible filter. I kind of like the sliders versus knobs. I do think overall I'm going to get another one with knobs, but to be honest, when you got some crazy patches going on, the sliders are a little easier to work with than knobs per se, because otherwise like in here, you know, you're kind of doing the same thing, but you're only doing it with the one side of the knob. So sometimes it's a little easier for that. Let's run through some other sounds here. So yeah, that's without any type of modulation or anything. So then if we do an unsynced LFO to the filter, or the low pass filter CV, we'll start with no depth so you can hear what we're doing here. Let's see. So this is controlling the tempo of or the speed of the filter opening up and closing for the modulation. Give it some movement, some breath. And this is the attenuation of that as well. If we were to have this malted for, if we put this into the malt so that we can send the LFO to multiple places, we can still control the actual attenuation on this device itself and still have the max depth value on the malt and everything like that. So there's a good amount of possibilities there. So yeah, and then now we have a kind of a bass sound, I guess, here. We'll test that one out. So we sent the gate to my malt, duplicated that. The one actually still went to the trigger level here, or the level input there. And then we sent the second duplicate out to clock this LFO that we're using to modulate the low pass filter on the Eudemonia. So now we have that LFO signal duplicated that was going into the high pass CV, and then now we also have it going into the timbre CV input on the plats. Yeah, cool stuff like that. But yeah, that's the filter. I'm not really going to demo the mixers because it's pretty self-explanatory. You've got input 1, input 2, input 3 here. It's a mono mixer, so for what I'm using this for, this is perfectly fine, but just be aware of that. It is 3 mono inputs summed to the 1 output. Then you've got a VCA CV input, the CV input for the high pass filter, the 1 volt per octave for the low pass, and then the modulation for the low pass as well. Like I said, for $100 it does quite a damn bit packed in this tiny little module, but there are single modules that do each of these functions a little better. So if you've got the money, I would recommend maybe just shelling out for a VCA, like a specific VCA and a specific filter, and then maybe a stereo mixer or something like that, because that's what I wish I would have saved my money for. But overall, for $100, you can't really beat it. If you like this video, subscribe, like, follow for the next one. We're going to do this every other Monday, hopefully. Thanks for watching.